Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. And I do also want to really give you guys a warning on who you are following in this space, who you are watching in this space as well, because there's a lot of nonsense going out around XRP right now, especially around Amazon. We are really going to debunk that. Listen, I'm all here for incredible news. I'm all here for the bullish news. We will talk about the bullish news. We will address the bullish news, break it down. But we will also break down the garbage in this space because listen, there's a lot of it. I don't mean any hate towards anyone in this video, but listen, as we look at media companies around crypto, a lot of them are just paid for clicks, meaning, listen, they will spread any type of news just for you to click, just for you to read and engage with it because they get paid off of that. And as we do look at things right now, I do want to address a few things before we get into it, and that is the overall market. So it's been very boring, and I've been really kind of highlighting this recently on a lot of my videos, talking to you guys about like the big moves will brew at times where almost no one thinks anything's going to happen. With XRP, I just talked about it over on Twitter. I was like, you know, as long as we hold 62 cents, we're good. And if we look at XRP and we go to the 7-day span, like this is on the 1 week, something is coming. And I say that because, listen, we don't just range sideways like this for well over a month now. Like this is the 1 month. We've been kind of downtrending a little bit. But for the most part, like look at this just sideways momentum here. And as long as we hold 62 cents, I do believe that we are going to have a big break to the upside. I'm actually very excited to see the next move on XRP because I think that that's where a lot of these individuals that are getting a little bit tired of watching the price just kind of sit stable. A lot of people that lost a little bit of hope around XRP because they were expecting a much higher price on the news around the SEC lawsuit. I think that those are the individuals that will FOMO in and actually push the price even higher. Remember what I've always said around the space, like with news, like especially good news, don't expect it to pump the price. We're not here to have news pump the price drastically. We are here for the utility around these tokens when utility really kicks in. In the short term, like, listen, will XRP make you money? Yeah, 100%. In fact, it should have already have made you money on the 1 year span. It's still up about almost 68%. So as long as you're not buying into the hopium and FOMOing in on the green candles, you should be all good. And I do think that the future is utility. And I think that a lot of these utility tokens, especially XRP, are going to drastically increase in value because, listen, the value behind them is very significant. Now, with that, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about the nonsense here. So recently, this got posted on CoinMarketCap, and they were actually just quoting another media company, Crypto News Land. And we do see Ripple's XRP skyrockets as Amazon announces strategic partnership. First off, this was 1 day ago. Where's the skyrocket on XRP? Because I'm not really seeing it here. Second of all, this Amazon partnership is nonsense. In fact, this is Amazon Web Services, okay? This is so old. This news is probably, I want to say, I mean, it might be like 6 years old now at this point. It might be a little bit older than that. And again, like you could see what these news media companies are trying to do, like participate in our exciting giveaway. They're giving away 100 USDT, join their Telegram. It's all engagement nonsense. And they sneak it in at the bottom of these articles. So they reel you in with the fake news essentially. And then they, throw in this giveaway. And the individuals that are sharing this, like they should be conscious of what they are sharing. I've seen a lot of people from the community sharing this. This has over 300,000 views. And again, like it's such old news, and it's news that, in my opinion, should not be getting spread by the community members, because those that are around and have been around for a while in the XRP community, we all know that an Amazon Web Services partnership does not mean that they are partnered with Amazon. I've said this many, many times. I even just retweeted my media company because, yes, I do have a media company around crypto. It's a smaller one. We're kind of building it. But I said the value of crypto media companies continues to fall due to the lack of quality reporting. You might have noticed a few articles coming out recently regarding Ripple partnering with Amazon. This is false. Let's explain. The partnership is between Amazon Web Services and Ripple. However, this is extremely old news. Also remember that AWS is not exactly an Amazon partnership. AWS is just a cloud computing platform. It's great that Ripple is tied into it, but this is not an Amazon partnership, and it isn't, right? But also, this is not new news. Like, I don't understand why we are spreading this as if it's new news. And we recently just talked about this actually with a 6-year-old UK, it was the Bank of England POC. And listen, I love the fact that Ripple has built these connections. This is crucial for Ripple because being tied into Amazon Web Services is great, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are going to be utilized on the Amazon platform, at least yet. But listen, I think that we need to be aware of what's new news and what's not new news. I think that a lot of these articles that are getting spread around are just for clicks, especially a lot of the videos that are made on this. Now, let's talk about a few other things. So here we have from Riz XRP, he's posting this video, and it's called $1 Trillion Problem. And he's actually quoting a video by ISO 20022, Let's Do It, and this is JP Morgan, Payments Are Eating the World. I will play that video first, and then we will come back to this one. So here is the video that he posted. It's about 1 minute and 6 seconds long. Hopefully YouTube doesn't mute it. YouTube has been weird lately, but let's check it out.
Back in 2010, the fastest way to get money on the same day from New York to London was to fly it there yourself. Now, payments can be made securely, in seconds, to anywhere in the world at virtually no cost. Innovation in payments happens fast. JP Morgan's Power Plus framework captures 5 mega themes that are driving the payment revolution. Platforms, online, wallets, embedded, real-time, plus value-added services. With payments becoming the new connective tissue of the world, the next decade for payments promises to be even more transformational than the last. It promises to connect the physical and digital economies and morph payments from being the last stop at checkout to a new growth driver for businesses. Which is why we believe payments are eating the world. So what's next for your business?
So there you guys have the video, and then here is David Schwartz. Run the clip.
Multi-trillion-dollar problem, and it seems like cryptocurrencies are just naturally suited to make payments better. And it's specifically, we kind of focused on cross-border international payments, not because domestic payments are great, but because cross-border payments are the worst. Like if anyone who's made an international payment probably has stories of bad experiences. And so the worse the thing you start with, the less amazing you have to be better. And I think we can eventually be amazing and sort of take over the payments world, but we're not going to be there day one. And so if we can't succeed against the worst part of the problem, why are we bothering? And so that was kind of the very earliest focus. And I think that kind of matured between 2011 and 2014, this kind of focus of like, we really need to solve payments. And if you think about any other use case, you think about an NFT. Well, I want to buy it and I want to sell it. Think about a loan. Well, I want to pay the loan back. And I want to get paid like the amount of money I borrowed. Like all of these other use cases need great payments. And so we just sort of laser focused in on payments.
And again, like payments is truly the gateway. Once we revolutionize payment technology with blockchain and DLT, we achieve mass adoption. I love the back end technology talk around crypto and DLT. I think that too many overlook that. I think a lot of people expect to utilize XRP to be buying things, but ultimately speaking, XRP will be bridging the assets that we utilize to buy things. And I think that that is where the true value lies. And in fact, recently we've seen ISO 20022 Let's Do It post this, and this is from JP Morgan. Again, this is from 2023. And it's talking about the future is token based. And this is one thing that I've been very adamant about, talking about tokenization, especially, when we look at the institutions. Like institutions will most likely have internal tokenized assets. Listen closely.
Moving money can be challenging. Traditional payment rails create limitations, like complex and costly cross-border transactions and limited cutoff times. The needs of payments providers and corporate treasurers are increasingly complicated. but they're constrained by current systems, with limitations based on locations, currencies, and account types. Global payments infrastructure needs to evolve. Efficient payment mechanisms need to be agile and direct. Complex multi-account structures need a way to move money globally 24/7 with technology-driven automation and programmability efficiencies. Enter deposit tokens, a transferable token that can be used as collateral and unlock new pathways for storing, exchanging, and settling funds while still benefiting from the trust and stability of commercial bank money and connectivity to traditional financial services. We believe the future of money is token-based, where information and value movement merge, and money moves instantly, replacing slower message-based systems and ushering in a new era of financial efficiency. We are transforming the future of banking. We are Onyx by JP Morgan.
So, of course, this is a big one. This is one of the largest institutions out there, one of the big four, which I'm sure you are all aware of. And this really kind of confirms where we are headed, to. We are headed towards a world dominated by tokenized assets, especially from the institutional side of things. And Chad Steingraber actually posted this, and it does make sense, right? Like, this is where XRP becomes a crucial piece of the puzzle. And when you see, remember, all the banks will create their own token / coin for their own internal ledgers. No bank will hold the other bank's tokens, but they will still transact between themselves. This is where the bridge currency comes into place. And we actually do see down here, XRP will become a reserve currency asset. Remember, from Ripple, banks holding XRP, that's the holy grail. Remember, XRP can issue any other type of asset. CBDCs can be issued. That means Bank of America will create BOA coin on the XRP ledger, for an example. And again, I know that this is a little bit of a crazy thought process, but it does make sense, especially when you go and look at what Quant has been talking about with commercial stablecoins, where you have internal transactions happening within those commercial stablecoins with maybe other companies or, just internal transactions themselves. Now, again, when there's an internal transaction, you don't really need to bridge those currencies unless you are utilizing an internal transaction between a commercial stablecoin and fiat currency. Then yes, you do need something to bridge those two currencies. And that's where XRP could come into place, even in a private transactional setting. But I do think that we will see a lot of these banks have their own currency or their own token. And that's where XRP becomes a crucial piece of the puzzle, the holy grail, if you will. And we do see down here from MetaMan X, and we do see this is true. Deposit tokens, single ledger system, for example, JPM deposit token, but they will need a settlement coin to bridge different banks. And I also think it's good to note that you remember the discussion with Brad Garlinghouse where he was debunking JP Morgan and JPM coin. He was like, why would any other institution want to utilize JPM coin? They're essentially competing with JPM, so why would they want to utilize their token? They won't want to. Right. So they want this to be a decentralized system, if you will, where they don't have to hold JPM coin. They could just hold their own coin and transact with JPM coin through something in the middle, the bridge token. And we do see, for example, JPM deposit token, but they will need a settlement coin to bridge different banks. JPM's deposit token concept is the next evolution of the bank's work in blockchain-based deposit products. JPM coin system and its work helping to co-found the Partior shared ledger system. And down here, we have the intrabank value transfer, interbank settlement and clearing. This is the shared ledger. And then universal ledger is connected regional clearing networks, creating a global connectivity. And this is all through JPM coin system, Partior, and also JPM SGD deposit token. And we do see down here, he's just responding back. And then we have deposit tokens. So deposit tokens, a foundation for a stable digital money. Ongoing progress in developing blockchain technologies for commercial applications is creating demand for blockchain native cash equivalents that act as liquid means of payment and stores of value in blockchain native environments. And this would be crucial. I mean, listen, this is how I look at it. We're going into a tokenized society. The world around you will be tokenized. Real estate, anything of value will essentially be tokenized. We've been talking about this for a while. And even banking reserves, they even said like banking reserves will be tokenized. How will any of this be settled without a bridge currency? It won't. And that's where I do think that XRP becomes a pillar, if you will, for the new financial system. And I think that it's great to mention that, like, listen, they've always said that they want banks to be holding XRP. Like, that's the holy grail around XRP. And I do think that that is going to be a future where, XRP is at a much higher value. And I think that that's where we will also be lending out our XRP. Now, does that mean not to sell any XRP at all? No, you should always de-risk and take some profits, because it's crucial to make sure to, de-risk your investment and also have some profits on the sidelines, but also diversify outside of XRP. That way you could also take profits from other altcoins and, maybe even put them back into XRP on the lows, or just, again, profit off of those ones and kind of keep your XRP holding safely on cold storage. But I do think that there's going to be a future where we are the ones lending our XRP, maybe even to the banks, where it kind of flips the role. Instead of the banks lending out your money, well, you're lending your money to the bank, which would be very interesting to see. But I could definitely see that becoming a future thing around XRP, because I really do think that institutions will want to hold something where it really kind of decentralizes the entire system through a bridge currency nature. And a lot of people have been asking me, like, do these banks really need XRP? Like, can't they just create XRP or another token like XRP? Swift already tried to do this, and it failed miserably because no other nation wants to utilize Swift because of the centralized nature of it. XRP is truly decentralized. And, having that decentralized bridge currency, that's a huge game changer. And remember, like, all of this technology is mostly patented by Ripple, utilizing XRP as a bridge. But even outside of that, like, who's going to create XRP? Who's going to create a decentralized bridge currency again? No one. You're not going to have that, because these banks, they want centralization. The central banks, they want centralization. XRP is something extremely special, especially even XLM. And I've talked about it many times. Like, these currencies have completely different use cases. But with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. Us, up that you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night, wherever you guys are on this beautiful world. That's been Nick. Peace out, guys.